Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to the Lucky Star podcast. Yay, episode 8 this time. 8 is still a good number, so we're still doing good. But today we got some different stuff to talk about, and our Japanese words of the day, really just like folklore, is a little bit longer than normal, but in a good way. I found it really interesting, I guess it's a type of yokai. And yeah, I'm excited to share it with y'all, but it will be at the end because I don't know if everyone loves the Japanese folklore and word of the day, but I'm loving it, honestly. I'm glad I merged it into really it's Japanese folklore, but you're gonna learn some Japanese words on the way, Also, I keep thinking every single podcast, I literally have a microphone holder and I could just attach it to this table right here, but I low-key keep forgetting until I start editing, and then I see I've been holding the microphone in front of my mouth the whole time. But it's too late now. I already started. So maybe next podcast I will try out the little mic stand, so that way I don't have to hold this, and I can kind of be like this, and that way I can be a little bit more loosey-goosey. But yeah, y'all, catching y'all up with the week. Honestly, first of all, I posted the podcast a little bit later. I was trying to post them on Fridays, and then last pod was posted on Sunday, and I don't even know if the one before that was Sunday also. But I want to get back on schedule, and yeah, so we'll see. Maybe the new day will be Sunday. I don't know. I want to find the right day for y'all, but I feel like my vibe sometimes is I can't fully be on a set schedule, because I swear every time I try to be on a set schedule, it just feels like a lot of times it just happens when it should. So maybe that's just my vibe. It just happens when it should, even though I want to give y'all a set day anyways. But I try to say, this past week, really, I've been on my period. So I feel like I just told y'all I was on my period, but it's been a month. So, but yeah, I've been out for the count, laying down, the first, at least 3 days. I've been trying to take it easy, and literally my cramps were so bad. All I could do was scroll on Instagram Reels and sleep. And I could barely get up to eat, so that fucking sucked. I was drinking a lot of smoothies because I already had my fruit in the freezer, so I was fuck it, I'm gonna make a smoothie. This is a lot better than cooking. I made ramen a couple of the days, and the ramen's really nice because it's hot and kind of a comfort food, so it's kind of good for the cramps. But yeah, enough of the period talk. But that's why I don't have any shows that I've watched for the week, but some YouTube stuff I have been watching. But specifically today, and yesterday, I started watching Sniper Wolf. I'm sure a lot of y'all know her. If not, I heard about her in the past, but I never really watched her. I know she was reacting to stuff, but I liked the reaction videos back in the day. And what was that guy's name? Flight Reacts. I used to watch Flight Reacts, and bro, I've been wanting to talk about this, so this is the time. I used to watch, this is a segment, sorry, I did not even put in here, but fuck it, I needed something else. But Flight Reacts, Mystic Got Jokes, Bugatti Bees. Am I missing another one? I just looked one up the other day. Not the other day, but Travis Williams. Because he just started vlogging again, and it's the same style as he used to make, bro. I was watching those. I was watching Shane at that time too, when he was doing his skits. I don't even remember, probably some Mac Barbie 07, but the main ones, Flight Reacts, Bugatti Bees, Trey Melvin, bruh, Delano TV, bruh, that one song, Tamika's Greens, bro. If any of y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about, shout out to y'all. If you don't, you're probably what is all this bullshit you're talking about? But bro, that was a niche pool right there. Is that what you call it? I'm just gonna call it that, a niche little tidbit right there. Tamika's Greens was a song that Delano from Delano TV made. But bro, yeah, why did I just think about that, low-key? I don't even know, what was I talking about? Oh, the YouTubers and how the reaction videos. Yeah, I was trying to talk about Sniper Wolf, but yeah, I wonder, comment down below if you watched any of those. Mystic Got Jokes, Travis Williams, Bugatti Bees, Flight Reacts, Trey Melvin, Delano TV, like I said. Miles J. I forgot about Miles J. Like Miles J I used to watch. Bro, that's all I can think about right now. But like, I'm glad I started thinking about that because I thought about it like a week or two ago about how I want to talk to y'all about like the past YouTubers I watched, and I kind of low-key forgot. But back to the new ones. Sniper Wolf. I don't know like how controversial she is because like I know there's like a couple things that popped up. I tried to look it up and it like, well, I tried to look her up on Instagram and a couple of things popped up and I was like, oh. So I don't know how controversial she used to be, so sorry if I'm not well informed on that. But yeah, I liked her. I watched like 2 of them yesterday and 2 of them today when I was like having my breakfast. It was like trying viral TikTok like food hacks, but I was like kind of liking the style of that. I guess like I haven't been watching her, especially because I don't really watch reaction videos anymore, but one of her reaction videos had played after, and it was like her reacting to like I think like different TikTok things. That one was more entertaining than I thought it would be, but yeah, maybe I think I'm gonna give her some more tries. I said that last time. I don't know how to say that. Basically, I think I'm gonna give her another shot. Like I'm gonna watch her again and see. But I definitely do like her TikTok whatchamacallit, like the cooking videos. By the way, I feel like I'm talking like a lot with my hands. Sorry, like I chugged a little bit of coffee before I started this, but it was like really just espresso and not regular coffee. So I feel like I'm like but yeah. Bear with me. I might be a little chaotic right now, but you know, we're here. But yeah, so I was watching Sniper Wolf and liking her, and then I don't think I've been watching really anybody else on YouTube like that. But it kind of will bring me into what I've been thinking about. Like, y'all know I've been like working on my acting, and like, bro, I always do this shit. You go back and forth on it, but I know basically this is probably the title of the video. I think I'm an internet girl. Like, it just hit me earlier. That's the title of the video. That's how I've been feeling. I kind of want to vent to y'all a little bit. Just be like a little video diary segment. But like I do want to be an actress and I want to act in things, but only like certain things that I want to do. I don't want to just act in anything. But I'm like, bro, like I really want to be a YouTuber, and I really want to like post more and put my all into it instead of like trying to do like 5,000 different things. Like, you know, like, what is it, a jack of all trades is a master of none or something like that, which I mean, you could break stereotypes, but basically like I want to go ahead and just put my all into the YouTube. I have ideas, it's just they cost money, so I'm like trying to prioritize other things and save up. But I definitely like have ideas of what I want to post on Instagram reels and like definitely pictures, but it's taking time. But I got plans, it's coming, it's in motion, you know. But like with YouTube, I'm thinking like, should I make a separate channel so that way like I keep the podcast going because I like the podcast, because like it's like my little diary, but also like I get to talk to y'all in a sense. And I feel like it's like more like me, my personality. And then like I really love cooking and making the vegan stuff, and like when I travel one day I want to like show y'all that. So I don't know if I should make like a separate vlog channel, even though this one is technically called, was it like Starshine Vlogs or whatever, even though the main title is the Lucky Star Podcast. But this was my vlog channel. I still have some vlogs up, or I guess you kind of call it a vlog, but it was really just like my cooking videos and stuff. But yeah, y'all, like I'm ready to go all in on this. So I don't know, like I don't want to say I'm putting acting on the back burner, but it's just like if an opportunity presents itself and I like see something and it like feels right, I want to go for it. But I really want to just like full send it on the internet thing, you know. And last podcast I talked to y'all about like live streaming, and I'm kind of going back and forth on that. I think I want to live stream, but like do my own thing, and it could be like something new each week. It doesn't always have to be gaming, but I definitely need a little setup, so that's gonna take time. But like I always had that in the back of my mind, like live stream. So I'm like, maybe this is a sign from the universe that like I should live stream, just do it the way I want to do it. That's what I really like about the internet thing too. Like I could post whatever I want, basically, like do whatever I want, make myself look however I want. Like with the acting, like people are kind of gonna tell you how to look and how to be, you know. And I want to be me, and I want to do what I want to do, you know. I don't need like someone random telling me what to do. But I don't know, without getting too much into that. But yeah, that's what I've been like literally thinking about the past couple of days, because like I said, I've been like laying down and on my period and have like a lot of time to think and a lot of time to plan. I made sure to use that time wisely, the time I wasn't cramping, you know. But yeah, I just feel like I really want to full send it on my internet thing, you know. Like I want to go even harder. Like I'm doing good now, but I want to do it even better and like really work even harder to make these plans happen, like of course on time, but faster than I was kind of already planning. So yeah, like the acting thing is still probably gonna happen one day, but YouTube's my main thing. I was thinking that too, like Madeline Petch. I think I talked to y'all about her on the podcast before, how she used to have a YouTube channel with my wifey's Vanessa Morgan, and someone reposted those videos, but they're like not on her channel anymore. And like that's the thing too, like with the acting, is like you always see like whatever their character is. Sometimes their character can be like them and they barely show like their own personality. Like they kind of may post a reel or two or like a picture, but like it's like I want the real them. Like I like them when they're acting and I want to see the real them more, and it's like you only get like a little bit of it. So I don't know, like that's why I really want to focus on the internet thing more, so like y'all get to know me for me, and then like I act on like the side maybe, even though like I really want like My Babysitter is a Vampire type of vibe, like just like a good old like show that's like magical and like wholesome in a way, you know, and like entertaining and makes people laugh and like is iconic, and definitely more seasons of than My Babysitter is a Vampire, because they cut that shit short, which they should not have done. Left us on a cliffhanger. We already talked about this. But yeah, like I don't know, I still want that, you guys, but it's just like in the meantime I really need to full send the internet thing until I find my perfect acting gig, because I feel like me like trying to rush kind of is like I feel like I might like start applying to random shit that like kind of aligns but not fully. So like I want to be really intentional about that and only do it if I'm 1,000% sure this is my project that I'm supposed to be on and like gonna be on for years. Like quality over quantity. Like I don't need to be in like 1,000 different things. Like I just want like my show that's gonna be on for 20,000 damn seasons and everybody's gonna love it and it's gonna be like fun, you know. And I make friends and like get to take behind the scene pictures and like somebody's comfort show, you know. But yeah, enough of that rant. But I've really been thinking about that, and I didn't know how to like start the podcast or even do the podcast without even like talking about that. I feel like it was just been on my mind, and like I really wanted to tell y'all about it. So like yeah, that's really what I've been thinking. But onto some music, because this is so random. I was watching one of Jake Weber's vlogs, and it was when he was like with Jordan Huxold. I don't know how you say his last name, but they were like in Vegas, I think, on like one of the little gondolas in the, I don't know if it was in like the Paris, I don't know what the fuck it's called. They were in one of the hotels in Vegas and they had like a little gondola on the inside, and the guy was singing Mambo Italiano. Forgot the guy's name who sings it. Pop it up here. Bam. But I listened to that yesterday because it was stuck in my head, because like the other day when it played I was like, bruh, why is this song stuck in my head? It's because I watched the vlog. So I looked it up yesterday and I was kind of jamming to it. I was like, damn, this is actually like a little vibe. And then I'm gonna have to pull it up so I remember. Like something else played. Is it Shaboom? Let me see. Shaboom by The Crew Cuts. Is that what it says? The Crew Cuts. Yeah. Shaboom. I don't think I heard that song before. Like normally I hear like older songs like in a movie at least once or something, or a commercial, but like I don't think I heard that one before, and that one was like a vibe. And then what else we got? Oh, Beyond the Sea by Bobby Darin. Of course I've heard that song. But that one's just like a classic. It's just like, it kind of feels like comforting when you listen to it, like easy listening. It's just like kind of like smooth. Is it jazz? Like smooth jazz. Like it just feels like the holidays almost, even though I don't know if that's really a holiday song. You know, I think they'd be using that for like the Macy's commercials and stuff. Maybe that's why, but it feels kind of like Christmas. It feels like homey and like comfy. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. And then I think, okay, so On the Level by Mac DeMarco. I've heard that before on Instagram, listened to it, kind of forgot about it, heard it again, and I guess I shazammed it because when I shazammed another song, I saw that one. I was like, wait, and that song is so vibey. I kind of don't know the lyrics, so hopefully the lyrics aren't weird. If they are, don't really know the lyrics. But like the vibey beat, it just sounds like a summer like day, but even like a summer like very specific timing. Like, is it like sunset or dawn? I don't know, like right when the sun is setting. Like if you hear the song on the level, just remember like sun setting, it's chill, like you're outside, you're vibing. Like I can hear it in my head right now. It's chill and I like it. Well, I was in the shower before I started filming. I was listening to my little Arrow Fruitager mix. I'll pop the specific one up here. Bam. But I already told y'all about that in one of the other podcasts that I've been like low-key loving the Arrow Fruitager music. It's just, there's different vibes, like the little playlist. But like, it's like relaxing in a sense. Some of them are more upbeat. One of them was playing while I was getting dressed. And I was trying on different outfits. And I felt like I was like in a real life, like dress up game. And I was like, this is kind of like a vibe. I was enjoying myself. I had like, it was like a runway song almost by Arrow Fruitager. And I was like trying on my little outfit. And I was like, I feel like a little doll right now. Like, it was kind of fun. But yeah, and the last one, I thought about it the other day because when I was thinking about all this stuff, I just kept hearing One Step at a Time by Jordan Sparks. I love that song. I heard that song when I was like way younger, and I used to love that song. And like now that I'm older, of course I know like the meaning behind the lyrics, and I'm like, these lyrics are hitting. Like I don't think this song is left on, but like, bro, one step at a time, there's no need to rush. And then like, it's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. I can't say all the lyrics because I don't know if I'm gonna get demonetized, but okay, I'm trying to think of the other lyrics, which is I feel like all the lyrics was hitting. Like, bro, one step at a time. Even when you feel like it's taking a while and like it's not working out, it's like it's happening on God's time, perfect timing. Just be patient and like just do one step at a time. Like take little bite-sized pieces because you know all those add up. And the other saying, like, the day you plant the seed is not the day you harvest the fruit. So just don't question it. Just keep tending to the seed, keep tending to the plant, keep nourishing it, and it will grow into something beautiful. So yeah, that's pretty inspiring. So yeah, I put that song on there too. I was like thinking too when I was making my little outline, I was like, I don't think I have any songs. I immediately just started typing in like, oh wait, this one and then this one. I guess I had some songs for the week I was listening to, even though it was really today and yesterday. But yeah, and then yeah, I didn't watch any shows this week because like I said, I've been on my period and like laying down. I watched like the Shane Dawson podcast, and like normally when I watch this, it's kind of like I'm watching it but kind of like in the background, but this time I like full watched it. It was like actually really entertaining. They had like a little segment at the end where they were trying like mystery drinks, and like it's kind of gross but like not too gross, and I was like, oh, kind of like a game segment. So I want to find like my own little game segment maybe to add in here, even though it's just me. But it would be nice to add a little game segment or like different segments. I definitely like the segments I have, especially the Japanese folklore. And one day when I get through all the Japanese ones, I want to go to like other folklore or like whatever it is. Like it don't matter where it's from. Like I'm like into like fairy tales and like folklore, so I think it's like such a magical segment to add in. And then if it's in a different language, anything is like a different word or something, we can learn together. How cool is that? You know, I also forgot I just watched Pokemans. She had like a mukbang with this girl. What is her name? I literally wrote her name down because I've seen her before. I think she's like a streamer, but I don't really watch her. She looks kind of like out of my age range. Like she looks like for like a younger crowd. But her name, what is her name? I literally wrote it down. Yana? I don't know. They had like a little mukbang. I was kind of watching it in the background while I was eating. I don't know if it was even my lunch. It's all blurred at this point. But I was kind of making my outline for the podcast today. I was making it late, of course. Not late, on the right time. But because it got done when it needed to. But yeah, I was watching that one. I was like, okay. I go back and forth on watching Pokemon, but like I'm trying to like watch people like I kind of want to make content like and like study, see what's working for them, but like what aligns with me. Of course, I'm not just gonna do something that doesn't align with me just because it's working, but I want to see like, okay, I like that she's doing that and that's working. Like, and they're giving like boss bitch like rich, they're making that money, like in a good way though, making the money by doing your dream jobs. Because like I want to use the money for something good, not just to buy like some expensive ass purse I don't give a fuck about. I want to use it for good, of course. But I want to be on my boss bitch woman shit, you know. But yeah, I was watching that, so I might give Pokemon's videos a little bit more of a watch, you know, like her YouTube videos. I need to watch some other Twitch streams to see if I really want to Twitch. That didn't sound right. If I really want to stream. Because like I said last podcast, I like Half Moon Joe, but I need to watch some other people because I do like gaming. Also, last podcast I talked about The Sims. I also love Grand Theft Auto. That was like, I think like the first game I ever played as like a child. Like I was literally like definitely under 8. I was like probably like 5 years old playing Grand Theft Auto. Vice City was my shit. I probably shouldn't have been playing that, but I turned out fine. It's fine. But yeah, where's GTA 6 by the way, bro? Anyways, they're making us wait for that shit, but it's fine, because what if they come out with a new PlayStation or something right before, you know? So like we just gonna wait and get it all together. But yeah, why did I think about that? This coffee has my mind running and I'm just saying everything really without thinking. Which I do sometimes, so I don't really know why I brought it. Oh, live streaming. Yeah, if I can find a way to do GTA online, I think that would be funny. Like, because I like to, bro, when I'm playing the game in my head, like I think about all the comments I would make that would make hopefully people laugh during a live stream. So like really the evidence is there, the proof is in the pudding. I should really be live streaming. So, but adding it to this, the podcast, I don't want to do one instead of the other. So like one day I can live stream, I can game or do something else, and then another day do the podcast, another day post like an Instagram reel, and another day post like a picture, you know, whether it's for the main or just like the story. I just want to like be more active, you know, like, yeah. So yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, the Japanese folklore is like a little bit longer. We're at the 23-minute mark, so normally I like to record for about 45-50 minutes because I don't cut out too much. So let's just get to the Japanese word. I'm calling it the Japanese word of the day, but really it's the Japanese folklore, and the names of these things, the yokai, will be translated on screen. So it's like y'all are learning the Japanese word of the day, but at this point it's really Japanese folklore plus the word of the day instead of vice versa. So there's like this main thing, and then it breaks off into like other things. So like this, let me just get it together. Let me get my handy dandy notebook, bring it closer. I want to do this the right way so I'm not covering my face and like recording like this. Okay, I do want to cite these things. I feel like in school when they're taught you like to always cite your sources. So I'm going to try to like put in where I got these. So this first segment, I got all this from the yokai website. Okay, so I'm trying to like switch up the words so there's no plagiarizing. But there's something called an Onibi, and pardon me if I'm not saying these right. I didn't really get the pronunciations on here, so I'm gonna try from all of my Duolingo to pronounce these right. So Onibi, let me get it. It's a type of yokai, which is like anything supernatural basically. So Onibi stands for D word fire. So D word, I don't like to say the D word. I will pop it up on the screen. Bam. I don't like saying that word. So Onibi means blank fire, you know what I'm saying? And it's a fireball type of yokai basically, but there's different types. So let's go ahead and explain the Onibi first, and then we'll go into its like sub counterparts. Is that how I say it? I don't know. So basically they look like small balls of fire, and they could be like blue or blue white usually, but sometimes, like more rarely, they could be red and yellow, and they range in size. It was in centimeters, so 3 to 30 centimeters, which would be about 1 to 12 inches if my calculations are correct. My calculations were Google. So you know how like all monster is like a blanket term, right? And there's different types of monsters. That's what an Onibi is. There's like an Onibi, and there's different types of them. So it says that regular Onibi, most of them are like they float around your eye level, but some of them, which I will tell you specifically, will float a little bit more towards the ground. So it says most of them happen in places of nature, mostly around spring and summer. Now they do have scientific reasoning to debunk this, but I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm believing in the fairy tales, so we ain't getting no scientific explanation around here. All right. It says they're found all over Japan, but specifically in Okinawa, they are in the form of a bird. So all around Japan, it's just a fireball, but specifically in Okinawa, it's in the shape of a bird. Let me, if I can find a reason, I'll pop up on the screen why just specifically in Okinawa it is the shape of a bird. I'm not sure. So basically, any type of dead, like human or animal, that's what it comes out of. So I'm imagining it's basically the soul. So this fireball, this Onibi, am I saying it right? Yeah. This Onibi fireball thing is basically like a soul, if you think about it, because it comes from either a dead animal or a dead human. And like I said, the certain types, we will specify which one is for human, which one's for animal. You know what I'm saying? I want to put, because it says on the yokai website, it is not known what causes this light. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. And then they also says, so we're quoting, intense grudges and malice are also able to create Onibi. So if you're thinking about things, basically I feel like these Onibi are souls of either a dead animal or human, or a soul from like another realm possibly. I forgot my dog was right there and he scared the fuck out of me when he moved. I got scared, okay? Sometimes I get creeped out by this. It's like I'm so interested by this and it also creeps me the fuck out. Okay, it's like a love-hate relationship, right? Basically it's like a soul from, like I said, an animal or a human or something else, and they appear. But I don't know what I should say right now or not, but let's just say, you know how they say if you mention a certain thing, you can manifest it. So I think that's what they're trying to say, is how like the Onibi can manifest from intense grudges or malice. So either maybe manifest or maybe it attracts. So if someone's out here fighting and shit, being rude, it probably would attract some type of rude Onibi, if that makes sense. So we're gonna get into different types of Onibi. So the first one I have, okay, let me make sure to cite this for y'all. So this little section I got from Google, and it's like the little AI one. So it cited that it got it from the yokai website, something called medium.com, and then Wikipedia for this section, okay? So I'm praying I'm citing this right. I just want to make sure I'm not plagiarizing. I'm trying to be a good girl, okay? Anyways, so bring this up. A hitodama is specifically a human one, so it means human soul fire. Hitodama, human soul fire. And those are strictly human spirits that have passed on, and they could be pure blue, green, red, orange. It says unlike all the other Onibis. So just imagine how I said the Onibi is just a ball of fire. Like specifically the human ones is a ball of fire with like an elongated like little tail, but like a trail of it. So just imagine a ball of energy with a little, I'll pop a picture up here or something. But yeah, the human ones specifically have a tail. All the rest of them are just balls of fire. These ones float slowly to the ground. So how I told y'all, some or most of the Onibi are floating at eye level. Apparently the Hitodamas float a little bit more towards the ground. They float slowly across the ground and are known to go towards like loved ones' homes or like graveyards, or let me see what else, temples. Because if it's like a spirit of someone who just died, they're probably like, oh, like either they know they're dead and they're gonna go visit their loved ones, or maybe they don't know they're dead, which is sad, and they're trying to go home. Or the graveyard, maybe they're visiting their body, or the temple, maybe if they're buried at the temple, or like maybe that's their like safe place or something. Yeah, so that's that. And then there's something called a chochinbi, hopefully I said that right, chochinbi, and that's a paper lantern fire. So these ones look like, so the traditional like Japanese paper lanterns, I guess it's like if you were to see these somewhat of afar or maybe even close, they look like the light from the lantern. So like let me see, it says they hover about a little over 3 feet from the ground. So I don't know why it just put it all together and said the Onibis are all eye level, when the Hitodama, the human ones, are kind of a little bit off the ground, and then these chochinbi paper lantern fire ones are about 3 feet off the ground. So they all hover at the same exact height though, apparently. So if they're all 3 feet off the ground, they're exactly all the same height off the ground. You know what I'm saying? And They are normally on footpaths of rice paddies. So I guess like in Japan, like the little rice paddy like fields. I don't know if it's just called rice paddies or rice paddy fields, like the footpaths. So I guess wherever like people would walk, so they're not walking on the crops, you'd see like a whole bunch, like dozens of lantern lights, all 3 feet off the ground, same like shit, like same distance off the ground, just all going together in unison, going somewhere. So it says that if you approach the lights, they disappear, leaving the person stranded in the dark. So at least that one's not too bad. It's like if you see them, it's kind of like an illusion of some sort. Not illusion, because if it's there. This one's not specifically saying. So if I find it, I'll pop it on the screen if these are spirits of animals or humans or just whatever. But yeah, they're floating off the ground. It kind of tricks you a little bit. You see it, you follow it, and then it leaves you in the dark. And you're like, fuck, now I can't see. So that's a little scary, but it could be worse. Okay, next one is kitsunebi. Hopefully I said that right. Kitsunebi, which is a foxfire. So I think kitsune is a fox. And so they look exactly like the blue onibi. So any type of fire soul that's around the blue ones, they look like that. But they say they move with, I want to quote, eerie intelligence. So I guess if you were to see the lantern ones, it's just moving in unison, boom, bam, then they turn off and you're scared. These kitsunebi, foxfire ones, they're moving around like they're like probably like sentient, like aware, and like so anyone who saw it is probably like, okay, this one's like moving like around. So maybe if you try to go towards it, it might be like, psh, psh, you know, if that makes sense. It says that if you see flickering lights and you're out like at night and you see afar in the mountains, you see a whole bunch of flickering lights, it says you're witnessing a fox wedding. It says kitsune no yomeri. Hopefully I said that right. So it says like a fox wedding, which is kind of cute and magical. So at least that's better than the one we just talked about, the chochinbi, where if you see them and then the lights turn out when you get close to them and then it's kind of scary. At least with these fox ones, the kitsunebi, you're witnessing a fox wedding. So completely different. So like if you see these, and we got more by the way, but if you see some of these, you don't know what the fuck you're about to get. So you probably should just maybe not go towards them. I don't know, to get more information. By the way, these ones, the kitsunebi float at eye level, and they can either like split apart or come back together. So that's probably part of like the eerie intelligence, like they're like doing some like smart stuff, synchronized stuff. So it's like, oh, these are definitely sentient, you know, not just some random phenomenon like type shit, you know. All right, so the next one is a little bit dark. This one's called a sogenbi, and this is the thief's torment. So this is a specific guy, some monk, and this ball of fire is like the ball of fire, but you see the face of the monk and he's like in agony, he's in pain, so it's all like twisted and like, because apparently centuries ago there's a monk named Sogen that stole money and oil from a temple in Kyoto called the Mibudera. And since stealing from the temple is considered a sin to them, he was cursed to roam the earth as a twisted ball of fire, which is really sad. Like, damn, like, okay, you shouldn't steal at all, but damn, like, did he have to be turned into like a ball of fire for eternity because he stole? What did he steal? Like, maybe I should like look that up. Okay, so we got 2 more of the types of onibi, and then we also have something else to add at the end, which is really cool. So we got the shadow fire one, which is the Inca. So Inca is shadow fire. This one is a ghost light that shows up when other spirits or monsters are around, which is a little creepy too. Forgot about this one. So yeah, so this one, if you see a whole bunch of them, then that means there's another spirit or monster around, which is quite concerning because like, bruh, how are you going to differentiate these if most of these look the same except for the human ones? They got a little tail. Like, so you don't know if you're going to approach it, the lights are going to turn out. You're going to approach it and something else happens that I'm about to tell you in a second, which is a little fucked. Or, bro, it's so unpredictable. It's like, this is a little scary. But okay, so the shadow fire one, the Inca, it says when a powerful yokai or vengeful spirit materializes in the physical world, These floating shadow flames ignite spontaneously around them to signal their arrival. This is an exact quote from Google's Wikipedia thing. Like, I got it from Google AI, and then they cited Wikipedia. I'm really trying to make sure I put all the right websites and everything. Okay. And then the last one that I found of the Onibis is Asobibi, which is play fire or pleasure fire. So this one's a little bit more of like, if you ever heard of like a trickster. Let me not say too much. Let me quiet down. Okay, but a trickster will be more like, not evil. It'll like fuck with you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like a little, is malevolent the word, or not malicious? I can't find the right word for that, but like it's fucking with you a little bit, but it's not really good nor evil. It's like kind of like a trickster, you know? So the Asobibi, the play or the pleasure fire, are from coastal regions and castle towns of the Kochi prefecture. So I don't know if they're only just found in this Kochi prefecture. So castle towns and then like above the sea, like coastal water. So it's attracted to the water and the castles, I guess. This one says it's kind of like a trickster. Well, I typed this in, so I said it's kind of like a trickster because they play with people who have spotted them by zipping like around, like, so imagine like you see it and you spot it and it like goes away and then it like goes in your face and then it goes here and it goes there, and apparently it messes with their depth perception somehow. So I don't know if it's because they only see them at night, and then like if there's like nothing else to show you around, no landmarks to show you how far or close you are to anything, it could start like fucking with you a little bit, which is a little fucked. Just some random facts about any type of Onibi, because all of them look like fire. If you were somehow to get close enough to touch them, apparently they're cold, not hot. So that can make sense, because like I'm trying to tie together all these folklores together. So once we get done with the Japanese ones, we can do the other ones, and a boom and a bam, connect them all together. So it's kind of like a ghost. Like if a ghost is around, it's a little cold, apparently. And then it says you should stay away from Onibi. It did not specifically tell me which one it was, but it said if there's a whole bunch of them, they can either drain your life force energy, which will probably kill you, or just your energy in general until you pass out, which is better than killing you. But like literally, like they could just take all your energy and then you're done. Either dead or you're out for the count for a little bit, which is concerning. It's like, bro, there's so many different types. How am I supposed to know which one? I can't even go explore. It's like you could die, or you could be witnessing a fox wedding. God knows. But so the Onibi, right? All of them tie into this folklore of, I think this is like a Scottish one. So I'm citing this from Google, like I said, but they cited Merriam-Webster, folklorescotland.com, PBS, and Wikipedia. So I think this is like a Scottish or somewhere around there like thing. The Onibi is exactly like theirs. They have a different name. It's called the Will-o'-the-Wisps. I guess like Will of the Wisps, but since it was back in the day, it's like Will-o'-the-Wisps. I don't know how the fuck to say that. But Will-o'-the-Wisps is exactly like an Onibi, but instead of like the fox spirit or whatever, it's more like fairies, like the fae, which is like really cool because I believe in the fairies. This is Tinkerbell. I do believe in fairies. But they look like a pale light, so like a ball of fire kind of. They say this is cited from the Merriam-Webster. It could be a mischievous fairy, an elemental spirit, or a supernatural sprite. So different types of like fairies. Yeah, I think like fairy and fae is like a blanket term, kind of like a Onibi. Sometimes carrying a small wisp of light or a lantern. So that's how they like tie in. So instead of it just being the light of someone's soul or something's soul, it's more like, I don't know if it's just because they're like maybe smaller. You just see the light they're carrying or something like that. Or maybe they're like invisible to like a certain eye. Not quite sure. But I kind of like this one a little bit better because it's like the fairies, but I kind of like the fox one too. You know, I like both. But it says in Scottish folklore, the lights were known to lead people away from safe paths into like marshy, treacherous paths. So if you've heard about fairies, which we need to put some respect on the fairies' names, people say that they're like, could like maybe have like anger or they like are tricksters, but maybe some of them are nice, like just like people. Not everyone's the same. There's some good people, there's some bad people, but maybe they are tricksters. I'm not quite sure, but maybe those specific ones are tricking you off into a marshy, treacherous path, but at least they're not like killing you. Anyways, it says in several different cultures, they say the lights are wandering souls of those who haven't passed fully over, unbaptized children, or the spirits of the dead returning with the sole purpose of leading the living to their demise. Bitch, what? That's really scary. And like all three of those were different. What the hell? Very creepy. And then the last thing I have to add is that the will-o'-the-wisps can be called different names. So either jack-o'-lantern, which is cute, Hob and his lantern, Friar's lantern, or corpse candle, which came from the PBS website. But bro, that made me really want to get into Scottish folklore too. But I know I started with the Japanese folklore, so we're either gonna get all the Japanese folklore out the way, or we're gonna keep doing like different ones. But I really like how it, like the Japanese one, I learned about that, and then it brought us into some Scottish folklore. And I like how like they had their own little thing. It's like they're all different in their own little way, but like I thought it was like really cool to learn about. So we do have some Japanese words in there. Yeah, a couple. We got like 5, 6, 7. But yeah, that was really cool. I've never heard of will-o'-the-wisps. Apparently it's like a saying too. I've never heard of that. Pop that up on the screen. But yeah, like I had fun. I really looked all this up today and I put it down to try to make sure that I have like all the places, so I like cite the source, but also am putting things in my own words. We're not plagiarizing, bringing me back to school days when they taught me that. I'm trying to make sure all the pictures I find are copyright free and everything. But yeah, oh my gosh, I had so much fun recording this one with y'all. But I always have so much fun doing this. Like I love this. Like I can't wait to make this my job one day. But whether it's my job or just a hobby, or hopefully both, I have so much fun doing this, and I hope and pray y'all are having so much fun watching these. Like I'm gonna try to get better and better and make these more entertaining, more profesh, you know. Like yeah, I'm having so much fun doing these. Like I really love these. It's only episode 8, but I can't wait till we do more. I got a rhymes there, but it's fine. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of the Lucky Star podcast. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss a pod. Follow me on my Instagram. Like I always say, there's not much posted on there, but it's coming soon. There's a little bit, and I post on my story at least about once a week. But you know what? It's like a little surprise, shouty. So one day I'm gonna be on and popping with these pictures. You know, be with me before they come up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and then I guess that's it. Did I say like, comment, subscribe? Please leave a comment. Please. I want to talk. But yeah, y'all, I will see you guys next week for another episode of the Lucky Star podcast. I love you guys so much. Bye.